Islam is a
Death cult.
death cult. Is that how you see it?
I do.
Okay. So when Islam says respect your parents, it's a death cult message, right?
No, I have a problem with the Surah 2216.
One example.
Where it says, I'm going to tell you where.
Okay. So Islam is not a death cult always. Sometimes you're saying.
216 it says that violence is prescribed for you as a Muslim. And the fact that women are able to be taken by their husband in 2224 any which way they want. And you are to fight the disbeliever wherever you find it. The problem I have with Islam is, first of all, it's not actually a religion legitimately, it's a political ideology. And it's a cult. And it's hypocritical for what you say. My one question I have for you is why you don't believe that people should worship idols. Is that right? Is that right about idols?
You've asked me not one question.
I'm asking about an idol.
One moment. I've heard you, so allow me to now respond.
Okay.
So your whole basis of rejecting Islam or not become a Muslim is because Islam is a death cult. And why Islam is a death cult? You said Islam treats in this way.
The Quran says
I heard you.
about death.
I heard you.
Right.
So allow me to now respond.
Well, you're not saying it accurately.
I only started. I haven't even made a statement.
I'm being specific about Surah 2216.
I haven't started talking about it. I was about to. Can I? Can I? Sure. So when the Quran says, about violence you talked about women you talked about, obviously you've read the context, right?
Yeah, it's very clear, yeah.
Sure. So let's talk about something that is very, very harsh, violence. When Islam says, as you said, go and fight and kill the infidels. Have you heard about that? Disbelievers,
Or
right.
anyone who goes
Sure,
against
sure.
Islam.
This is quite aggressive, right?
Yeah.
Good. This was in verse 5 of chapter 9. Can you now kindly tell me what was verse 1, 2, 3, and 4 say? And then verse 6, 7, and 8 say?
No, the problem is that you...
Context.
Well, it depends on whose context.
Quranic context.
Give me
Because
the
Quran is
Quran.
giving
Right,
that
let me
statement.
get it out.
No. Okay, get it out.
Because you're talking about a different...
Go
I
ahead.
told you about 2216 and you're not referencing.
But I said the most harshest thing in your view is about go and find and kill the infidels, rather than how you treat your woman, right?
No. 2216 is about violence being prescribed for you.
Right.
That's
So,
2216.
right. Is it harsh?
Of course it is.
Right.
Violence
So
is
if I,
harsh.
so
Jihad is harsh.
okay.
The Hijra
So I heard.
is invasion.
So I heard.
Everything that Islam
So
stands for
may I
is
respond now?
violence.
May I
Everything that Islam stands for is violence.
May I respond?
And especially against women.
May I
So
respond?
I'm just giving you a statement. You keep on interrupting
But
me.
why
I'm
don't
trying to make-
why don't you give me one
I'm
at a
giving
time?
Well, it's all encompassing.
One at a time.
It's an all-encompassing problem. The ideology. The man you worship,
We don't worship a man. Where do you get that from?
Muhammad.
Where do you get that from? Man we worship?
Muhammad.
So this is your knowledge about Islam?
No, I have a great depth of knowledge.
Yes. And
What
Muslims
about- what
worship
about-
Muhammad.
Yeah, you do worship Muhammad.
Can you repeat that again? Muslims worship who?
Muhammad.
Okay. And where do you get that from?
Worship the Kaaba.
And we worship the Kaaba as well.
Because
Right.
you point towards it when you
Okay.
pray.
So interesting. And you know a lot
walk
about
around it.
Islam.
You have to do a
Douglas,
tour around
do you not have an enjoyment in this conversation? Muslims worship Muhammad and worship the Kaaba.
Well, you do. You go there to go and walk around.
Apparently.
Is
Someone who
am I
studied
wrong?
Islam.
Am I wrong?
Hmm?
You don't go to the Kaaba. You don't point towards the Kaaba when you pray. Am I wrong?
Do you want me to answer?
I'd like you to answer.
Right, so I would like you to now listen patiently. The statement that you made, that is going to be shocking to all the viewers, because our viewers are actually quite intelligent. Our viewers are smart.
Okay, carry on. No, answer.
Were you interrupting?
Well, yes, because you just...
Were you interrupting? Were you
You're
Excuse me.
filibustering. You're filibustering. Could you just get to the point?
I am responding and you're interrupting.
Well, you're just talking about how intelligent people are. I don't need to
um,
know that.
can I?
I'm talking to you.
I am responding to you, and I expect you to listen patiently.
No,
Do you have any patience?
very little when it comes to
Then I
Islam.
cannot talk.
I want you to
Sorry.
answer directly.
I cannot talk. You haven't got patience. Anyone has patience, we
About
can have
the
a
Kaaba.
discussion.
No,
I cannot
when
talk to you.
Well, no, because you're...
If you have
controlling
patience, then I
the
can give you a
conversation.
response.
If you were
If you don't have patience, I cannot
if you
talk to you.
waffle, that's pathetic and it's boring. So when you talk about your viewers being intelligent and thoughtful... and
Our viewers are
diverse-
intelligent.
Sorry?
In
That's
fact,
great.
when these videos
I'm
go
so
up,
glad that you're all intelligent.
when our hang on,
really
when our
important.
videos goes up, this particular conversation we have, you will see how our viewers are going to totally dismantle you
Oh, no, they'll
by
just be rude.
saying,
They'll just
I am
call
not
me
a
all kinds of
Muslim,
names.
but Muslims don't believe that Muhammad should be worshipped. I am not a Muslim and Muslims don't
what's the
worship the Kaaba.
Muhammad say
These
whenever you
are
say his
the
name?
being smart and being intelligent.
What do
That's
you-
how our viewers are.
What do Muslims say when they say his name?
Excuse me.
What's the phrase?
If you want to have a conversation
I'm
with
asking
me,
you a question. Don't tell me, don't ask me, just say
I can
it.
only answer
I'm
if you allow me to
Here's a
answer.
question.
But if
What
you
do
don't allow me
say-
to answer, I cannot have a
Hold on,
conversation.
stop it. What do Muslims say when?
Did you hear what he said?
What do
Are you
Muslims
mature enough to be
say-
quiet for a second?
Well, only if he's going to talk
You are much
straight.
older than me. Be
No,
patient.
no. Listen, what do people say when they reference Muhammad?
Okay.
What are the
So,
words?
so I will tell you now.
Now, just about Muhammad.
Can I speak?
He was about to start talking and you interrupted. So
May,
let him speak.
may I speak?
If you talk about Muhammad,
When we mention Muhammad, just here, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
there we go.
Okay, let me say it again. I'm going to mention the name. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Now,
that mean?
what does it mean? May God's blessing and His mercy be on Prophet Muhammad, on him.
Exactly.
Wait. Now, if God's blessing falls on that we're making this invocation to the Prophet, are we worshipping him?
You worship him. You're supposed to listen.
Take care.
You listen.
I'm sorry. Cannot talk to you, I'm sorry. Where is our cameraman?
Mansur,
Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm good. What's your name?
Rob,
Rob.
you recognize
Rob,
me?
Rob from
Sentinel.
Sentinel. Oh, glad to meet you in person.
Yeah.
You look different.
Yeah,
You look really different.
yeah, I know.
Over there, you look some kind of a, strange guy. But you're like a, down-to-earth individual.
Yeah,
Good.
here I am.
First time Speakers Corner?
Yeah, first time.
Good.
First time in the UK. It's
First time in
actually
the UK.
refreshing.
Welcome to
I
UK
love
and
the-
welcome to Speakers Corner.
I love the weather. Everyone's saying it's summer. I'm like, come on.
I hope you have a good time here in Speakers
Thank
Corner
you.
and good discussions.
Thank you, thank you.
See you around. Hop
worries.
around. Perhaps we can have a discussion with you.
All right.
Very nice to see you.
Yeah, okay.
عيد مبارك كيف حالك تمام؟ عبد الله صور لعبد الله. This my son عبد الله عبد الله. عيد مبارك شيخ منصور.
تقبل الله منا ومنكم.